So yesterday, during a really interesting conversation with my sister Dolika, she made this statement, Nanani, it's important to always assume positive intent. And I was intrigued by that statement. I was intrigued by that statement because it helped me look at a problem or a situation with a completely different set of eyes. So what I did this morning is I found a quote, which I'm going to read to you. And that quote is, whatever anybody says or does, assume positive intent. You'll be amazed at how your whole approach to a person or problem becomes very different. And I attribute that quote to Indra Nooyi. Now, let me unpack my understanding of that quote and, more importantly, the statement of assuming positive intent. So, you know how when you're having a conversation with somebody and your intent in that conversation is to find a positive resolution, you're perhaps making a suggestion or you're giving somebody advice, but they on the other side are sitting there thinking, what's his or her agenda? What are they up to? What are they saying about me? Are they putting me down? Are they judging me? Are they about to hit me up for something? So when you're sitting on the other side of the table and you have that defensive posture that is almost waiting for something to happen, or you think the other person has an agenda, unfortunately, you're not going to be in that space where you can receive the advice or receive the conversation in a positive light. So what I'm suggesting to you guys is, I think it's really important to always give people the benefit of the doubt and assume positive intent. So in other words, as you approach a conversation, or if somebody sends you something, a message, calls you, whatever, don't sit there and start asking yourself, what are they on about? What are they about to hit me up for? Give them an open stance, an open posture, and for the sake of that conversation, that moment, receive what they're saying positively, that there is no agenda or there is no nuance to it. Once you've received it, you can look at all the angles of it, address it, and if you have to get back to them later, you can as well. But I think the most important thing from the receiving point of view is receive things with an open, positive mind. As the giver of the message, also remain true to your intent. Even if the person on the other side does not receive your comment in the same light, it's important to read their body language and read their response. And at a certain point, you may need to segue to what Dolika called intentional conversation. So you may say to yourself, you know what? There's no point me trying to give this particular person advice because they're not in that space. They're not open to advice. So stick to having a drink and catching up and asking how the family is. Or did you see the football last week? Or did you see that there are sales at so and such a place? So it's important. From your perspective, always assume positive intent, but read the body language of the other person. If they're not in a position to receive, then pivot across to an intentional conversation that isn't so deep, that won't be received as being judgmental. On the other side, if you are receiving, give people the benefit of the doubt. Understand that not everybody is out to get you, not everybody is out to judge you, not everybody is out to put you down. So yeah, assume positive intent.